Hi! Welcome back to another video where I put some more paint stuff on my face, the makeup kind. Today I'm going to be testing out the Fenty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Foundation. I've already been using the primer, so I really wanted to try the Hydrating Foundation because it has been so overhyped. It's one of the 800 foundations that has been released this year. I'm always in the market for beautiful skin. And apparently this is gonna give me beautiful glowy skin. Let's test this out, see how it wears, see how long lasting it actually is. I'm gonna do some wear tests throughout the day. I'm actually running super late. We're just gonna get straight into it and I'm gonna leave. It's morning again. It's so much morning that this morning face is getting worse. If I can have a good foundation to make my skin look better than this, I'll take it. I am in a little bit of a rush today because my husband has a haircut soon and I'm going with him so I can do the groceries so we can kill two birds with one stone because we only have one car. I'm pushed for time. I'm gonna put the foundation on my face and hopefully by the end of the day it hasn't melted off my face. This is the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Foundation. They do have the matte version which came out first and everyone was like, it's just way too matte. They also had the matte primer to go with it and basically people's faces were like mass flaking off. So the hydrating primer and foundation were born. I've got shade 140. Can I really try out this foundation without putting on the Fenty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer as well? They're kind of made for each other. Maybe I'll just put primer on one side of my face and try without anything on the other and see how they wear. I kind of feel like primer is a huge scam, so I'd really love to test that out. I'm gonna take the primer and I'm gonna put that on the left. Feels totally unnatural to do just one side of my face. It's hydrating, medium to full coverage for all skin tones, long wear, light as air. Light as air? That sounds nice. It's essentially rubbed in. I'm gonna apply it with a foundation brush. This actually is the Fenty 115 foundation brush. I'm gonna use this brush because I always use a foundation brush. And often if it doesn't smooth out super well, I'll then just go over the top with a sponge in the particular areas. That's one thin layer smoothed over my face and the coverage is pretty good. It's not quite full, it is more of a medium coverage. I'm gonna try and add a bit more just to see how it builds. I think it's now just starting to mesh with the primer. It's stuck in place a lot more on this side. It doesn't feel like it's running over the top of the primer, probably because my face is dry and it's just sticking in here. This might stay more hydrated, we'll see. But I feel like I need to go over the top of this side with a sponge. My skin sits on the combination to dry side. Right now, because we're in winter, my face is as dry as what's something that's really dry that isn't a desert and super cliche. I've been cracking around my nose, it gets really painful. Dry, sensitive skin, bit of an issue for me sometimes. Foundations that were perfect for me in summer now are not sitting as well on my skin, depending on how your skin reacts throughout the year. You kind of got to find that balance, and as your skin changes, you just got to change with it. So far, this finish is really pretty. It's got a nice dewy look to it. I'm gonna go into this tiny little NARS Illuminating Concealer. That's blended in really nicely. I really like the way this is looking at my skin. Let's just quickly finish off the face. I'm gonna use products that I normally use so I can see how the foundation wears with them. Like, it's not gonna make too much of a difference, but let's do it anyway. Let's contour my nose with my Fenty Matchstick in Amber. I have so many Fenty products today. In saying that, I really do like a lot of the Fenty stuff. Great brand. Let's use the Hourglass translucent powder. Given it's supposed to be so hydrating, I do want to add a bit of powder because I always do. Also, I'm going to be training today. If I'm training, I really do not want to run the risk of it melting off my face. So I'm just going to add a little bit just to set it all in there. Being under pressure to do my makeup is probably a good thing, but also kind of stressful. Usually I just sit here and take my time and procrastinate a lot. Today, there is no time. I'm gonna go in with the Jouer palette thing, bronze my face with the lighter color, then maybe touch in with the dark color just a tad. Got a little bit of bronzing happening. I'm gonna go into this blush, the Milani Berry Amore in shade 3. Right now, my skin looks really smooth. You can barely see my pores, and with some foundations up here, my pores are super visible. Let's use my OFRA highlight in Rodeo Drive. don't know what else needs to be done. Oh goodness, eyes and brows. I'm gonna use the same thing as I normally do. My Precisely My Brow Brow Pencil and my Colourpop Boss Gel. And then we shall reconvene in just a sec. Done brows. I was trying to say brows are done in a different way and that didn't come out right. I'm gonna go in with my extra spicy gingerbread palette. I'm going to barely use it though. Start with this shade here. I am running out of time. I'm panicking. Are you the kind of people that like set your alarm at 5 minutes before, frantically get yourself ready and then run out the door? Or set it an hour early or half hour early and just take your time and have a coffee. Slowly get ready knowing you have all the time in the world. I used to push myself a time when I worked 20 jobs. I knew to a T how long it would take me to get ready and I would set my alarm 1 minute earlier than that and then I'd usually run out the door 5 minutes later than I needed to. And I lived my life like that. Now I hate it. Also, I'm just wasting time right now. So let's just move into another shade. That sums up the shadow for today, nice and fast. I'm gonna use a liner and then go in with some lashes. I have this NYX brown liner that refuses to open. Lashes done. Let's quickly do some lips. This is our Paulo OFRA liquid lip and I'm not gonna line or anything because I don't have time for that. Let that dry and then I'm gonna go over with the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. This stuff tastes like fairies. I haven't eaten a fairy and I don't think that's, maybe I should not say that. We are done. Yeah. I still have a few moments to spare. Who knows what this lighting actually shows you, but this is my skin. This is what it currently looks like. I do have some bumps and stuff over my face, which is normal, but the foundation does a really good job of not exposing my texture, especially in these areas. With some foundations, you can see my pores. Pretty impressed with it at this stage. Right now, doesn't even feel like I have winter flaky skin face. Feels fresh and summery. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna do some check-ins. I'm gonna go now because I really have to go out the building. I will check back in with you guys soon. Hello, we're back again. It's been between 4 and 5 hours since I applied the makeup. I have been to the shop, walked in the rain, and been on the treadmill in the meantime. Sweat a little bit, and my foundation is still on my face quite nicely. No smile creases. It hasn't started to crumble or flake around my nose. My nose is getting a little bit oily. It's not too bad, nothing excessive, but it isn't moving off my nose. If I was to touch and wipe my nose, sure, that'd be a different story. So I'm not gonna touch my nose. It's barely even creasing under my eyes. Let me zoom in and show you. It's only got a slight bit of creasing. Usually foundation really tends to set underneath my eyes, especially when I'm super tired like right now, but I feel like I look pretty fresh considering how tired I actually am. It hasn't set into my frowny face wrinkles like these ones, so that's nice. That's the update for the moment. So far so good. I'm gonna go get myself organized, go train for a couple of hours, come back, give you another update, and then probably head to bed. I'm gonna catch you guys in a bit. Hello, I'm back again. And it's another 800 hours later. I don't know what time it is, but it feels really late. I went to training for a couple of hours, came back, cooked some dinner, and here I am. Absolutely exhausted. I didn't really want to do this check-in because I'm so tired, but alas, I am here bringing you a fresh update on the foundation that's on my face. Looking pretty sweaty. I don't think it's excessive. It hasn't melted off my face or anything. Also, given I'm so tired, it's lasted under my eyes pretty well. I've got a couple of wrinkles that have set in, but I think because it's dewy, it hasn't like caked up. It hasn't gone really dry and crackly around my nose. Also, I don't have forehead wrinkles. Maybe it's just a pretty good skin day as well as the foundation being awesome. Training can get pretty wild sometimes. Who knows what kind of apparatus or limb will touch my face at any given point in time. Aerial training is a little more aggressive and unpredictable. The aerial silk smushed my face twice today. A little bit is rubbed off here. Skin is just blended in quite nicely. I feel like I really put it to the test with the aerial training and it's held up pretty well. I don't know if it'll work in summer, but we're not there yet. And we won't be there for a really long time because winter is all year round here. At this stage, I would recommend buying this thing unless you're oily. I don't know if this would be good for oily skin. My overall verdict on the foundation is it's a good one. I'm gonna wrap this up. I need to go take this off and pop myself into bed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a like down below. I really appreciate it. Also, you should follow me on Instagram at Amy_Leesha. You guys are great. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Bye.